What's up, y'all? It's TaylorMadeGrit, TMG. Here just for a conversation. Need to get some shit on my chest. See if I can help some people out here. I just want to talk about taking care of yourself and what that means and what that can mean to the individual or whatever the case may be. We all go through some tough ass shit in life. If y'all ever seen my video about life's ups and downs, just got out the hospital. Left the homie's house, shit didn't end well. Then got right into the hospital. Then right after getting out of the hospital, got 2 jobs, lost those 2 jobs in under a week. If y'all seen that video, then y'all know what the fuck happened. You feel me? And then shortly after, I became homeless. Was out of a job. Girlfriend was paying for a lot of my shit. You feel me? She was holding me down for 3 weeks straight, which is not that long. Like, let's be real. 2 weeks without a job isn't that long. But my dad took me in, slept on his couch for 3 weeks. You feel me? Picked up another job. Thank God my community has my back, and I'm able to get a fucking roof over my head and some food in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, the storm will always pass, and that's one thing I want to say is that for sure time can heal. You can't just let time just be time. You gotta put in your work, put in your action and shit. And that's the thing about like faith or whatever. God really doesn't bless those who doesn't put in work for themselves at the same time. You feel me? You can't just like send a message up and then think like a blessing's gonna come right back down. He wants to see you do some work. It's the same concept as we don't give you money before you give us work type shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get paid till you do the work. You gotta do those first 2 weeks before you can see the end of those 2 weeks. Try to find your own faith. Try to find a religion. And what I mean by a religion is try to find some discipline. Try to repeat something in your life that is fulfilling. Start off with making your bed every day or some shit like that. I was a messy, dirty ass, nasty ass teenager who would smoke, and I would leave Swisher guts all over my room, ash anywhere, you feel me? It was nasty. And then one day I just decided I had enough. Decided to clean every day, 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 because it's subconscious programming, reprogramming. Because your animal mind is your body, your subconscious mind is your body. Everything you feel is what you feel. You feel me? You're gonna act on what you feel before you act on what you think. Your emotional mind is actually the front seat driver in the fucking car, not your logical mind. Your logical mind is in the passenger seat and does not have control where the car is going. Your emotional mind does. So when you don't feel like doing something, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna do it. Most niggas lack discipline. Most people lack emotional intelligence. I feel like that's part of like taking care of yourself, is to get smarter, get wiser, do more research, process yourself, sit down with yourself, isolate yourself, and grab the prism that is your mind and shoot your emotions through that prism. You feel me? Your emotions could be all conglomerated, all bunched up into a bunch of different mixes and colors and shit. It might just be like straight up a white light, just a combination of everything and nothing at the same time. And your head could be so fucking cloudy and shit. So what you gotta do is, with these emotions, this light, look at the emotions as a white light, a combination, a clusterfuck of colors. Look at that and look at it as like a white light shooting through a prism, and all the emotions get to scatter out into different fucking colors, and then you can individually see which color is what it looks like, what it feels like, what it tastes like, and why. Process why the fuck you're going through that shit. You gotta use your logical mind to process your emotional mind, vice versa. That's how I see it. I don't know what works for y'all, but I'm telling you what works for me. It's also treading lightly, but with a heavy step, I guess. Make tiny, 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 tiny steps for success with a big ass boot. Ask yourself, what is the smallest thing I can do today? What is the tiniest steps I can do today to ensure success in my life, to make sure things are going in a certain direction? You have no control of certain things, but the things you do have control, even then, there's a element of randomness to everything. So maybe it might feel like I'm rambling. Take a break. Sometimes it's relaxing to not take a break. Just keep going. Be relentless. Give yourself to a faith. It doesn't have to be nothing like very specific that's already out there. It could be your own faith. You feel me? Whatever works for you. Those small little things, bruh. Not really trying to ramble. Like that subconscious reprogram I'm talking about, like the small shit, like making up your bed every day. Because your emotional mind is your physical body. If you, like I said before, if you don't feel like doing something, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to do it because you don't feel it. You might think you think it, in your logical mind, that if you do not do this, these are the certain consequences that will line up. This, and this will happen. Then boom, you shame yourself. You're guilty. Blah, blah, blah. You start shitting on yourself, bro. You don't know how to forgive yourself. It's like this weird cycle of knowing what you need to do and what is right versus not feeling it like it. When you don't do it, You beat yourself up. You hate yourself. You start hurting yourself. You don't know how to forgive yourself. That is the problem, is that people love to go in circles. People be like, I hate going in cycles. Oh, I'm spiraling. I'm going in circles. So the difference between a circle is closed. A spiral is open. A spiral expands, and a spiral can also shrink. It doesn't matter how big or small the circle is. You are limited to that space. You can never get out. But if you imagine yourself spiraling outward, imagine it, instead of saying like I'm spiraling like you're going crazy, imagine it as like you're spiraling, as in you're expanding, because a spiral can keep going forever versus a circle that just loops right back into itself. That's about it for now, I guess. I don't fucking know, bro. Taking care of yourself also means to be physical. And when I mean physical, your body is literally your animal mind. That is the real subconscious mind. And that is the real reprogramming. Is the repetition, repeating some shit every single fucking day, whether it be coffee, taking a piss, just repetition, something you do every day in your life. So let's say you replace all your little shitty ass habits with better ones and repeat those better ones for about a month. You'll see a huge difference, I promise. And then when it comes to spirituality, God, and finding a higher source and connectivity, my best advice is to say that God is everywhere, literally everywhere. Speaks through people, things, animals, walls, fucking buildings, objects, anything, you fucking name it. God is always being here and always will be here. So I want you to look at it like that. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, where you go. That's what I mean by like God is always watching. Someone's always watching you. Someone looks up to you. Someone might hate you. Someone might feel this way, that way about you. But at the end of the day, it's all God. It's all God. I guess we need to move in a way where feel more fulfilled. I guess if we do things that make us enjoy life without throwing in the towel, you feel me? Let's not throw away our problems. Let's not try to like be ignorant about it, like that ignorance is bliss type shit. But let's face our problems head on forward, because the only way out is through. And sometimes your freedom is your lack of freedom. And what I mean by your lack of freedom is, like I said, repetition, having to go to the same job every day or something. Some people hate their fucking job, which is okay. That is completely okay. But your job is a blessing. There's people out here homeless as shit. There's people out here struggling. There's people begging to be in a position that you're in and you hate your position. There's people pulling strings in your life that you can't see. People on this planet and people that are no longer here no more, and that they all live through you. All your lost ones, all your loved ones, they are all representations of God, and we are all reflections of ourselves. We can only see ourselves in others, and it might sound hella selfish, but we don't hang around nobody we don't see ourselves around. That's why they say you are who you hang around. Be around some better people. Be around some better dogs, animals. Be around better environment. And if it feels like it's impossible to get out of it, man, you gotta make your mind the new environment. Even though your physical environment may not be healthy for you, you need to go and live in your head for a little bit like you're fucking crazy and create a paradise in there that you can actually manifest a better life from. You feel me? Like, think about this as like a projector. Everything in your mind is what comes out in real life. Literally, it's like a law of an attraction. Like, I was literally just thinking about my friend, hitting him up. I was literally about to call him right before I pulled up to the smoke shop. I walk into the smoke shop and my friend is right there. I needed to call him so he could fix my fucking car. But hey, man, like, you feel me? Like, I just thought about him. He came up. But what is within is without. You feel me? I'm gonna leave it right here. You feel me? I'm rambling and shit, talking and shit. I ain't got no script or nothing, but hopefully the edit of the shit looks better.